Peace and prosperity be unto all who's listening and watching. It's your girl LaShaWright, and I'm back with another video. Today is a video of story time. I usually don't do story time on my page, but I'm all about growth and I'm all about improvement and I'm all about, allowing people to know the deeper side to Mayola, because Mayola has not always been this way. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to talk about when I was young, right? When I was young and I felt so cold inside. I felt like an empty vessel. I was hurting. I was in pain. At those times I was betrayed. Betrayed not by just one person, but several people at that time. And I was just going through so much, right? And I was struggling with my pride, and I was struggling with like so much at one time, and I lost my car because I had wrecked it. It was just so much going on at that time, and the guy I was with at that time, I had walked out on him after a period of time of him doing the same things. So at that time, a lot of things were happening. I was hurting for a while before I actually walked away. But the after part was what I really struggled with, right? I struggled with coldness. I was empty. I just felt so cold inside. I didn't care about anybody. I didn't care about no one. I didn't care about myself. And like, this video ultimately is about, you can only go so far with somebody or get so far in life as far as one has got with themselves. What I mean by that is, you can only come so far in life as far as you overcome things in yourself, which is internal things, the things that you go through within, the trauma, the wounds, the pain. If you never overcome those things, you'll never get to a higher place and a higher position. So at that time, I was just really hurting, and I just really didn't care about anybody. I turned into a workaholic. I was, to maybe avoid pain or like to keep myself busy at that time, I was working 3 jobs, which is part of why I messed up my car, because I had 2 24-hour jobs, and then on the weekends I had a fast food job. So I was working as a security guard at Cooper Tire, which was pretty easy. Most of the jobs I worked was pretty easy. And then I worked at another job, it was assembly, and it was at Poland. We made backpack blowers and lawnmowers and chainsaws and things like that. And I was really just tired. I was tired with everything. I was tired of my job. I was so sick and tired of things remaining, things as they were, the jobs. I was burnt out. I was tired, and I was in pain, and I was hurting, and I felt empty, and I felt so cold, and I didn't care, because after all that stuff happened, I did not turn into the best person. I was not the best person to myself. I didn't care for my body. I didn't care for myself. I would just drink a lot. I would just drink a lot. And to avoid certain pains, another thing I used was sex. Sex was another way of coping, as all for other people as well. Most people deny what that's really used for. Most people don't use it for the fun or the experience or what it's really for, reproduction. Most people just do things to avoid their problems and exploit. In a moment, you don't know what's going on with that person. You don't know that person. You transfer energy, and you get their energy. You get their darkness. You get everything transferred to you. You even get some of their information, because internal hacking is real stuff. But we're not gonna talk about that. I'm saying that it took a really long time to get to a place where I was no longer broken, and I was no longer hurting, and I was no longer in pain, and that I no longer just didn't care about myself, right? It took a long time for me to heal. It took so long. And I've been by myself for a very long time. And I'm someone who's very passionate, and I really care about things that, like, a large percent of the world do not care about, do not value, because there has been either a bad representation of it, or they didn't have good examples for those things. And like I say, you only can come to a place of love, or come to a place of being, healed, when you really take care of the things that you need to take care of, and within the things in yourself. And then talking about this kind of makes me emotional, but for the sake of helping others, I'll endure. You can only go as far as you are willing to go within yourself. If you only go surface, you only have surface relationships. If you don't go deeper, it never goes deeper. If you don't work on the things you know you need to work on, then it always remains the same, and nothing changes. You always get the same results in everything in life, and with yourself, with work, with people. You get the same results. Make an effort. Peace, love, and happiness. Hope you guys have an abundant day.